Welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening, everybody, for our final part. The final part, we're finally here, we're wrapping it up today, we're going to get it finished and sorted, all of it. How long has it taken us? Too long. Well, I say us. I mean me. Why am I out here on my own? I don't know, for some reason I'm out here on my own. Yes, it's taken me a very long time to get to this point, like much longer than it should have done. The last part I recorded quite a while ago and still haven't edited yet, so you're going to get these two parts in quick succession, which is nice, but it has taken far too long to get this finished series. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry that I'm so rubbish. It should be easy, shouldn't it? You wouldn't think it would be difficult to finish a nice little series like this, but for some reason, I don't know what happens. I really don't, but I think in future when I decide to do a little spontaneous series like this one, I might just make sure I've got the whole thing recorded before I actually start editing it and uploading it. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah. So we don't have these situations. Anyway, yes, so we're going to get everything wrapped up. We're going to get all, well, maybe not all. We're going to do as many of the side quests as we can do. I think we might have missed the opportunity with some of them. And then we are going to head into the final battle, finally. And we shall wrap up Awakening. So, firstly, we need to head to Amaranthine, because we've got a lot of stuff from the Wending Wood that we need to finish up. So, we found the Lost Silks for Kendrick from the Merchant's Guild, so we'll do that. We found Mafarath's monuments for Kendrick, whoever he was. I cannot remember. We found Sylvan Wood for the Chanter. Was that a Chanter's board thing? It might have been. Trading troubles. Return to Mervis. A Danish elf was attacking... Oh, yes. So that was like the actual thing that kicked off the quest, wasn't it? And last wishes, bring Keenan's ring to his wife. I vaguely remember something about that. These two are going to be difficult because we can't do Valana's joining because the game's bugged out and it's going to take us straight to the final mission. So we're just going to pretend that Valana had her joining. And Ogren, you have to be at like stupid levels of approval with him, and it's really, really hard to do to actually get this completed, and I just don't think we're going to be able to do it. And then we've got main plot, and we've got Vigil's Keep. Now, yes, Mistress Woolsey gave us a little quest, didn't she, to salvage goods from a shipwreck somewhere. I'm assuming that's a separate location on the map. And then we've got all of these, which are like, yeah, things that we need to find for Wade. And I don't think we're going to be able to find all of them, but we'll see what we can do. I mean, it's literally just going to get us like some extra equipment that I'm probably not even going to use, so it's not like majorly important. It's just you've got that completionist thing, haven't you, where you want to get all of the quests completed. And find and destroy the Wraith. So there was a Wraith that we kind of let loose on the world from that kind of chamber thing underneath Vigil's Keep. And it escaped, and we have no idea where it went, and I have no idea how to find it. Entered the corpse of an ogre, so there's I don't know if it's like a random event that you'll meet in the middle of the world, like, you know, when you're traveling the world or stuff like that, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that, so yeah, I don't know. It's weird this, because I don't play Awakening that often, so I'm not as clued up on it. Like when I'm playing Origins, I know exactly what everything is and where everything is and how to resolve everything, but when I'm playing Awakening, I feel a bit off balance. It's kind of strange. Oh, and apparently there's a merchant that we haven't found yet. Yeah, search for more merchants for the Vigil. Well, they're just like random world events. You just meet them as you're travelling around, and apparently I haven't met them all yet, so I don't know what we can do with that. And then we've still got find exotic materials for weapons and arms, so apparently there's something out there that I haven't found yet. So a lot of these are going to be quite difficult to finish, but I think we can probably, if we go and do salvage operation, because I'm going to assume that that has its own like special section of the map. Firstly, we'll actually get myself a party, because for some reason I've come out without one. I can't remember what my main party was. I know it was Anders and Nathaniel. Justice is a bit crap, isn't he? Should we go for Ogren or should we go for Sigrun? Because she's like part warrior, part rogue. Let's go for Sigrun. Okay, and Sigrun has a level up. Marvellous. Also, I haven't checked like my inventory to see how that's doing. Did I sell everything? It looks like I sold everything. Okie dokie. And Sigrun, I'm not 100% certain how to level Sigrun up, really, with her being like weird rogue warrior hybrid. We'll give her some constitution. We'll give her some, I don't know, cunning? Should we give her some cunning? She's a rogue. Aye, we'll give her cunning, whatever. And then she can have some clarity, and she can have survival, that'll do. The trouble with Awakening is it gets to the point where, like, you know, your characters were never meant to have levels this high. We'll give her some lockpicking. No, we don't need lockpicking. Nathaniel's got lockpicking. We'll give her... Yeah, you were never, like, meant to, you know, be this high level, so it's got to the point where they just started adding random stuff, and most of it's kind of useless, like, you don't need any of it. I mean, like, I literally have more abilities than I have ability slots, so, you know, and I'm only at level 32? I think the cap is 35 in Awakening. Okay, so we have a new thing that has popped up on our map. We will go and salvage this stuff from the shipwreck. It is conveniently close to Amaranthine, so we can nip into Amaranthine on our way back, sort out all of our things there. Oh wow, it's raining and we're immediately being attacked. This is nice and atmospheric, isn't it? Oh, I like this. Okay, so we've got scavengers. Remember how to play the game, remember how to play... I've actually been playing Dragon Age 2. Now I have to remember how to play Origins. I know I'm meant to be playing like 7... Origins playthroughs, but each of those are going to then need a Dragon Age 2 playthrough, aren't they? There's a Blood Mage over there. Oh, dastardly terrible creatures, Blood Mages. We don't want to be dealing with them. Yeah, so each one is then going to need, you know, a Dragon Age 2 and an Inquisition playthrough. And my plan is to kind of also do videos for those two once I get to them. And I just felt like playing Dragon Age 2, and I was like, you know what, just play it. And I'm recording it as I'm playing it, so I'll have, like, footage and stuff, and then maybe I'll stumble across something and decide to do a Dragon Age 2 video, you know? Okay, I've got that Blood Mage petrified. See if we can Stone Fist him. He's petrified while he's on the floor. That's humiliating for him. I've leveled up, that's good. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him, bless his little heart. He can't get up, bless him. Oh, I feel a bit bad now. Should we do a Cone of Cold on these two? And then that Blood Mage, I think if we just zap him with a bit of lightning. Zap them both with a bit of lightning. Okie dokie, we are done. Was that it? This wasn't like a proper area then, it was just like a little thing. Ooh, Skins of the Keeper. It's a bit creepy. That sounds like it's something I'll put Valana in. It is begun. Yeah, salvage trade goods. This was just a tiny little area. It has actually disappeared off my quest as well as it just automatically completed. I don't need to like go back to what's her name or anything. No, it was automatically completed. Okie dokie, brilliant. So that was nice and easy. Oh, there's a bridge up there and I can't get to it. That's annoying. It's just a decorative bridge. I hate bridges that you can't actually get to walk across. Is that meant to be the sun or the moon? Hard to tell, innit? Have you ever noticed, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, I know I at least once mentioned it in a video that then didn't get put up for some reason, but I don't know if I've mentioned it again since. The moon in Dragon Age Origins, there are certain parts of the map, like the Circle Tower and stuff like that, where you can see the moon. It's one of the planets from Mass Effect. There you go. It's the one that has the scar across it. There's a planet in actually they reuse that image a few times, but there is a planet where it's got like a scar across the side of it, and there's an explanation in like the description thing when you click on it for something of theories as to why there's a scar across the side of it, and I think it's like a hint about the Reapers or something. But yeah, that asset, they reuse it quite a few times, but there's quite a few planets that have that scar across it. But the moon in Dragon Age Origins has that scar across it, and it's one of the planets from Mass Effect. There you go. There's a little BioWare Easter egg for you. Right, should we head to Amaranthine? Oh, hang on a minute. We're being attacked by Darkspawn. I was trying to have a drink there. I was trying to have a sneaky drink in between edits there. You completely ruined my plan. Oh, this is nice. You've got like trees on fire and everything. Do notice that in DLCs, they make the DLCs look a lot prettier and brighter and stuff like that than the main game, don't they? It's very weird. Right, okay. We've got an emissary over there. We've got an alpha there. Is it just the one emissary? Looks like just the one emissary. Okie dokie. If everybody, all of you, attacks that guy, I'm going to try and incapacitate him before he does anything nasty. See if we can get a nice paralyze on him. There we go. He's going down nice and quick. I think I'll throw a stone fist in for good measure. There we go. Nathaniel just shouted, "I will be merciful." Like, these are the Darkspawn, mate. These are not the people we're supposed to be being merciful towards. Nice fireball. I think I got Sigrun in that, but she's still standing, bless her. Tough old cookie is Sigrun. Anders is getting hit by something. I think it's that archer over there. Oh, he's the alpha. He's the alpha. Let's see if we can petrify the alpha. Actually, oh, I've just spotted another cheeky emissary who was hiding then, and he's just done chain lightning. That's not good. Anders, be braced for a nice group heal, if you would, please. Yeah, okay, you do a nice group heal. And then, can we all please go and get that emissary? Is the alpha still alive? I think the alpha might have gone down. Yeah, the alpha's gone down. We'll all go and get the nice emissary. See if I can do anything. Anders has got a paralyze. We'll get Anders to throw a nice paralyze on him. Just so he cannot do now. I mean, we're pretty untouchable these days. I didn't think much bothers were. But, my god, these guys, Jesus, just won't leave me alone. Don't you know I'm trying to kill your emissary? Okay, I tell you what, we'll put a bit of lightning on these guys while my other lot are taking care of that emissary, hopefully. He's still paralyzed. Guys, I wanted you to attack him. Attack the emissary. There we go. I think I put everybody on hold position instead of select all. Oh dear, it's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty. Right. Freeze you. There we go. Okay, we've just got the emissary left, and there he goes. Brilliant. Right. That was more complicated than what it needed to be. There doesn't happen to be a distressed merchant hanging around here anywhere, does there? Oh, you can sort of see it there on the moon. The thing I was talking about, the scar across. You can just, I mean, it's too bright, really, but you can just about see it across there. That is one of the planets from Mass Effect. Anyway, yes. No, not yet. I'm just making sure there isn't like a distressed merchant or anything, because I apparently haven't picked up one of the merchants yet, but they're random events, so there's no I can do about it, really. No, it doesn't look like there's a distressed merchant anywhere. Okay, we will head to Amaranthine. Right, now this is just going to be a lot of wandering around and talking to people, but while we're here, I'm going to make a list of all of the things that we need for Wade. I'm going to see if any of the merchants are selling some stuff. So, if I can find any paper... Well, I can find paper, I just can't find a pen. I'll use a pencil instead. I have like 58 million pens in this flat and I can never find any. It's because my cats keep stealing them. That's what it is. One of said cats has actually been sitting on the windowsill looking at me for the entirety of this video so far, and she hasn't made a single noise. That's rare, isn't it? Usually they're crawling all over me and yowling and making all sorts of mischief. She's just sitting there, good as gold, thinking, who the hell is this idiot talking to? Right, so we need... some of these we'll already have, but I'm going to make a list anyway. So I'm just looking at what I've got written in this notebook. I've got Dragon Age Origins playthroughs planned in this notebook. Right, wool padding. We need wool padding. Master Lyrium Potion, Pure Iron, and Blood Lotus. Oh, guys, the cat's sitting on my notepad, just as I said you were being good. Oh, don't chew my pencil. I'm using that pencil. Look, that pencil's got teeth marks in it now because of you. Hey, stop it. Go on, meow into the microphone. They'll like that. They'll like that. Meow into the microphone. Go on, you're right next to it. Meow. Go on. Meow. No. Okay. Right, then we need Diamond, Greater Warmth Bomb, Grandmaster Flame Rune, and Fresh Dragon Egg. Sorry, I'm working around a cat here. Look, do you just want to like go and sit back on the windowsill? Eh? You've got a crusty bit in your eye. Let me get that. Let me get the crusty bit. Let me get the crusty bit. There we go. Sorted. Ah! Do you know how difficult it is to write when there's a kitten chewing the end of your pen? Pencil, even. Are you going to go now? Are you going? Okie dokie. Bye. I got all of your toys out for you this morning. You can play with them all if you want. No, she's sulking. She's sulking because I won't let her chew my pencil. Right. And finally, we need Oil, Catgut, Flawless Ruby, and Grandmaster Lightning Rune. Okie dokie, so now I've got them all written down. If we go into my inventory and see how many of them we already have. So, wool padding. Where's me? Well, if I just put my pencil, there it is. Wool padding, we have. We have oil. We have catgut. We have a fresh dragon egg. We have blood lotus. So we're missing Master Lyrium Potion, Pure Iron. That sounds like the sort of thing that I would have had to have found somewhere, doesn't it? Like not the kind of thing that I could just buy. That sounds like a unique item, Pure Iron. And I've been everywhere and I haven't found it, so yeah. I need a Diamond, Greater Warmth Bomb, Grandmaster Flame Rune, Flawless Ruby, Grandmaster Lightning Rune. Yeah, this might be a bit difficult. Might not manage to get all of them, but we'll see. The other cats come to say hello now. Hello. Yeah, are you going to chew my pencil as well? Yeah, I thought you might. Do you have to sit right there? Like, really? Is that absolutely necessary? Just want to show you what exactly I'm dealing with right now. Look up here. Look up here. They haven't seen much of you. They see more of your sister. Yeah, I know. Hey. Yeah. Don't chew me cables. Jesus Christ. I can't even see what he's chewing. I think he's trying to get at the pencil. Are you? Trying to get at the pencil. Look up, look up, look up. They want to see your beautiful face. Hey. Look, if you're going to block my view, at least show the people your face. Oh, now you've settled yourself. Look at him. Look, he's settled right down there. He's quite happy. You little numpty. Oh, is the pencil going on the floor? Go on, chase it, chase it, chase the pencil. There we go. That'll get you out of my way. Right, anyway. You might just be able to hear him playing with the pencil down there. Anyway, okay, so what are we doing? Yes, Amaranthine. So, If we head around, we need to speak to everybody. Was that something glowing over there? No, it's just light reflecting off the thingamajigit. Nothing around here we need to deal with, is there? No, okie dokie. We'll head in, talk to everybody we need to talk to, have a swing around the merchant, see if we can find any of the things that we need. Ooh, I found a Seeker's Chain. That's +2 to all attributes, +1 to health regeneration, +3 defense. Ooh. That's only 10 gold as well. That's not that much in the grand scheme of things. We might remember that's there. Oh, I've also found a snow globe that I can give to somebody. I tell you what, we'll take both of them. Pure iron. I found pure iron. Okay, so that is a thing that I can buy. Okie dokie. So that's another one to take off the list. Oh, the cat's got me flipping pencil. See if I can find another pencil. Shh, don't tell the cat. Don't tell the cat I've got another pencil. Otherwise he'll want that one instead. You know, some of this stuff, you've got to wonder why they even put it in the game. Stuff like this. Robes for the gifted. 6% spell resistance reduces hostility. Like, you're never going to use that. Not by the time you've got to Awakening and you've got a million better things. What is the point of it existing in the world? I don't understand sometimes. Anyway, he has nothing of interest for me. Well, I found a Great Illyrian potion, but I haven't found a master one. Greater Warmth Bomb. Did I need that? I did need a Greater Warmth Bomb. Okay, we'll buy one of them. Flawless Ruby. I needed that. I still haven't actually got everything for any one of the quests, you know what I mean? I've got, like, a few for each one, but, like, I haven't completed any one of the quests. I still need a Master Lyrian potion, a Diamond, Grandmaster Flame Rune, and Grandmaster Lightning Rune. Anyway, we can speak to Mervis. Complete this quest. Yes, it was an elf ambushing your caravans, but it kind of wasn't her fault, but it wasn't. But like, she's been through a lot, so I feel like we should be understanding, but at the same time she's still responsible for our actions. But like, I've not really properly punished her for them. I'm making her a Grey Warden, but then she hasn't actually become a Grey Warden yet because the game's bugged out, but she will become a Grey Warden, at least within my headcanon, and that is kind of a punishment because it's not really a great life, but I hope that's enough of an explanation for you.
It was an elf that did this? I don't understand. Why?
I like it. It's complicated. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's dealt with. Just don't ask any questions.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful news. I promised a donation, didn't I? Here, take this. With the Merchants Guild's compliments.
Okay, keep it. Do something for the families of the slain. Yeah, sure. I think Constance would be a good person and do that kind of thing.
I shall do as you ask. Make her smile on you always.
I know she's a blood mage and everything, but that doesn't mean that she's not also a nice person. Right, okay, I believe I have a quest for you.
So good to see you again. It seems I owe you a reward, yes? Yes, of course.
Okay, check the board, make sure there's nothing new popped up on there. No, excellent. There's a cat on the back of my chair. Which one is it? Oh, it's the first one. She's come back. Brilliant. She's gone back on the windowsill, guys. I'm scared to touch a pencil in case it attracts too much of her attention. Really flipping difficult to get a cat out of your way, do you know that? When they decide that they want to be in your way.
Bran, I don't know this person.
Is there something you want? My companion is not comfortable around strangers.
Okay, so I just walked up to a random pair in the tavern because I was wandering around to see if there's anybody I could talk to. I think this is the woman who I need to return the ring to. Yes, so I can be very diplomatic and confront her and say, "Are you being unfaithful to your husband?" Frankly, it's none of my business. We don't know the ins and outs of the marriage. Being unfaithful isn't necessarily mean that you're like evil or anything like that. Maybe it was an unhappy marriage. Maybe Keenan was actually really an arsehole. We'll never know. Let's just say I'm the Warden Commander.
I see. This must be about Keenan then. Sweetheart, could you give us a moment alone? Is Keenan dead?
Yes, he died making the world better for all of us. Let's not say that. That's like we're trying to make her feel guilty. Yeah, probably he have a ring. Let's not say that. Let's just give her the ring.
His wedding ring. Thank you for bringing this back to me. Keenan always said he joined the Wardens to give me a better life. Was it really better for me to be alone in a strange country, wondering if we'd ever have a family?
Okay, we're not going to confront her about cheating. Let's just give her our condolences.
Thank you. Andraste's grace be with you.
There we go. Because you know what? Life is complicated, people are complicated, things are complicated, and nobody can ever really judge anybody else. Right, okie dokie. So, nobody else around here that we need to have a chat with, is there? I don't think so. That's another quest wrapped up. Make sure the Blight Orphans don't want anything more from me. No, Blight Orphans are silent. We never found out who they really were. I had it in my head that eventually you find out who they really were, but apparently I was wrong. And then we have a quest to turn into the Chanter's Board, I believe.
Give shelter to the weary and lift up the weak. In time, the Maker will see and smile upon your deeds.
Okie dokie, there's a cat in front of the screen again. Yeah, I know. Oh, you gave them a nice squeak. That's nice. They'll like that. Going over there now, are you? Okay. I know my desk's a bit of a mess, Angel. You just climb over all the chocolate wrappers. There you go. It's Easter Sunday, that's why there's lots of chocolate wrappers, alright? Don't judge me. Anything more on the Chanter's Board? No, nothing more on the Chanter's Board. Okay, I think that's it. All we've got is the Wade ones, where I'm finding materials. Find and destroy the Wraith, again, I've got absolutely no idea. And then find exotic materials. Which again, I've apparently missed something somewhere. And find and rescue merchants, which I have done, and yet the quest still hasn't completed. So yeah, we're not going to have a completed quest log. Let's head back to the Vigil and see if we can finish up any more of these items that we need for Wade. I would like to complete at least one of his quests. Also, I have a level up that I completely forgot about. Right, okay, if we do willpower, magic, dexterity, you can always do with a bit extra dodge, doesn't matter what class you're playing as. And, ooh, I don't know. Revival might actually be useful. I mean, I don't have a slot for it. I've hardly been using my blood magic at all, have I? It's only very specific circumstances where you can really use blood magic, which is why I've kept thinking that I need to do a like a blood mage leveling guide. But to be honest, I don't level up blood mage. Why is my thing still saying I need it? Did I not complete that level up? Yeah, I have it in my head that like I should do what was I saying? A blood mage leveling guide. But when I was thinking about it, I don't actually level up blood mages any different to what I level up any normal mage, because there is an argument that you can put more into Constitution because that's better for when you're actually using the blood mage abilities. But firstly, you could boost your Constitution ridiculously with equipment, which is what I've done. And secondly, you don't use them that often. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are incredibly powerful in certain circumstances. But those circumstances are quite limited. You're not really going to be using them in every battle, unless you have a vastly different playstyle to mine. So yeah, I just don't really use them enough. Like, I don't actually level up a blood mage any different to what I would level up, you know, a normal mage, really. Which is why you've not had a blood mage video. I did try to record one once or twice, but I was like, I'm just talking crap. Which is, I suppose, is what I do anyway, but you know. Right, what are we doing? We're heading back to the Vigil. So I haven't found the Grandmaster runes that I need. But there's a Grandmaster Lightning Rune Tracing. And I believe... Do I have Expert Rune Crafting? I think I have Expert Rune Crafting. Oh, I don't actually. I thought I'd put into... Have I put into anybody's Rune Crafting? No, I haven't. I was sure I'd put into Rune Crafting. Why do I not have any of the Clarity and Vitality and stuff like that? What on earth have I been putting into? I've been putting into Herbalism. I mean, there are books that I can buy where I can literally, like, redo all of my skills and attributes and whatnot, but... I don't know if I really want to, for the sake of getting a few runes. I mean, the thing is, if I get a Grandmaster Lightning Rune, that'll complete one of them. Grandmaster Lightning Rune will complete Heart of the Forest, right? If I crafted a Grandmaster Flame Rune, I would still need a diamond, which I don't have. And can't seem to buy off anybody. And then this one, we're missing Master Lyrium Potion. Well, I don't think I can even find a recipe for a Master Lyrium Potion.
You need anything, Commander?
Let alone find a potion itself. Just have another quick check. Oh, actually, this guy has diamonds. So, if I crafted a Flame Rune and a Lightning Rune, I would be able to complete 2 of the quests. Although he doesn't actually have the Grandmaster Flame Rune, he only has the Lightning Rune. So even then, I'll only be able to complete one of them. Yeah, because we've got Manual of Focus here that Wade sells. This hefty tome, forbidden by the Chantry, Wade just happens to have 99 of them, contains life lessons of the wisest, strongest, and bravest of the elves of the Dalish. This tome allows the reader to reallocate his or her attributes, skills, talents, spells, and specializations. It is destroyed in the reading. So I could use that. It's only 6 gold as well. I could use that and like give myself rune crafting, and I could craft a Grandmaster Lightning rune and it would complete one of Wade's quests. But I still wouldn't be able to complete the other 2 because I can't find a Master Lyrium potion or a recipe for it. And I can't find a Grandmaster Flame rune or a tracing for it. Okay, you know what? We're going to leave it. And next time that I play this, because I might do another complete playthrough of this, if I do it with like a different theme or something like that. And I'll do it with a bit, I'll go in with a bit more like, you know, knowledge and stuff and be a bit more forward thinking and things like that. Like I am when I'm playing the main game. It's just because I don't play Awakening that often. I'm not as familiar with it. I think, in that case, that's kind of everything. Unless we want to try and find the Wraith. But I don't even know where to start with the Wraith. I know there's that room underneath that has, like, keys and stuff like that. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. And then we've got the merchants, where I just apparently haven't found all of the merchants, but they're random events, so there's nothing I can do about that. Do you know what? We're going to call it. I am calling it. We are going to start the final mission. I might actually switch out the Warden's Oath for the Seeker's Chain. Sorry, I'm just making sure everybody's getting, you know, everyone's properly equipped for the final battle and everything. And I've kept the Warden's Oath since the beginning, because it is good with its +2 constitution, but that's +2 to all attributes. +1 health generation and +3 defense. So I'm not losing anything, I'm just gaining stuff here. We'll swap that out. Okay, right, I think we are sorted, I think we are ready, I think it is now or never, I think we are going to go for it. I think we are going for the final battle. All of you lovely people who have been standing here waiting so patiently, we are finally going to do it. Let's just drop a quick save, speak to Varel.
Commander, many of the lords have gathered. The Darkspawn have fielded armies, and the nobles want to know how you will protect them. Shall I assemble them, or do you need more time to strategize?
No, assemble the men, we are going to war.
I will send messengers at once.
We've waited enough. Those who are late will just have to be filled in.
Lord Edelbrecht, this is the commander of the Greys Council, not yours.
What will you do then, Commander? I've lost whole villages to the army of Darkspawn.
Okay, if the enemy is out of hiding, we must find them and strike. Pull yourself together in war. There are casualties, we can't give in to despair. Yes, let's say that. That sounds like a Constance type thing.
This is no...
Commander! Commander!
What is it, girl?
A Darkspawn army is within sight of Amaranthine.
Make her protect us. They're attacking the city?
Amaranthine has been undermanned for weeks. She may not last long.
Our forces cannot move quickly enough, but a small band might make it in time.
But that's... suicide.
We must try.
I will rally the city's defenders. That would be me then, it's never dull here. I'll go, but who will defend the vigil? Yes, who's going to defend the vigil?
Fighting a horde of Darkspawn with almost certain death awaiting? Don't even think of leaving me here, Captain.
Who do you want to take with you, Commander?
Okay. Well, to be honest, Sigrun's quite good. I will happily take Sigrun since she wants to
I'm already
come.
dead. I've nothing to lose.
Who else will you bring?
I like her cheery, positive outlook on life. Okay, I don't want Justice. I definitely want Anders.
And here I thought I'd retire to the country with a plump wife and several nubile mistresses. I suppose it'll have to wait.
Who else will you bring?
I think probably Nathaniel, because he's like my really good rogue. I know Sigrun is a rogue, but I don't really use her as a rogue. I use her as a warrior. I was about to say, of course, Nathaniel's got lockpicking, hasn't he? And I'm like, that's definitely not what I should be thinking about when we're going into certain battle to try and defend Amaranthine. At least I'll have somebody who can pick all of the chests open. But yes, we'll take Nathaniel.
Initially, I thought you were utterly mad to invite me to join your order. But redemption... a man could die for that, and feel good about it.
And so it is decided.
I'll make sure the Vigil's ale supply is safe. Leave a few Darkspawn skulls for me to kick in, right?
If I ever had doubts of you, they are erased. Fight nobly, and if you die, die with honor.
May the wind be ever at your back, Commander.
The rest of us will stay here. Make her protect you and hold you close, Commander.
Okie dokie. Oh, Sigrun has another level up. Jesus Christ. She can't level up right now, though. Apparently we can't level up in battle. Okay. Trying to see if I can see any emissaries or anything like that who we need to take out. I can't see any emissaries. I can only see an alpha who, Anders is quite helpfully put into a crushing prison. We'll put a bit of a petrify on him. Just launch everything we've got, really. Sigrun's run off to tackle somebody, like the lunatic that she is. I do like the thing of having 3 ranged attackers and 1 up-close attacker. I think that works quite well in Origins. We put a bit of... I tell you what, I haven't used horror in a while. No, not horror. Waking Nightmare, that's what I'm thinking about. If we put a bit of Waking Nightmare over there, with those ones that Sigrun is fighting with... Oh, someone just stunned me. That wasn't very nice. It didn't last very long, but it still wasn't very nice, that poor city god's bow tie. Can we maybe do something to that city god? Can you just, like, heal him up just a little bit? I feel bad. No, never mind. He got killed. Okay, heal that one up instead. Because, you know, we can always do with a little bit of extra help. So, if we put a bit of a Code of Cold on these two. Okie dokie. I think all of the guards died, which is unfortunate, but otherwise that went quite well.
Please, Grey Warden, save my family. My family's in the city.
Please calm yourselves while I speak to the Warden Commander. Warden Commander, I am glad you arrived when you did, but I fear there is little that can be done now.
Okay, yes. Why? What's happened?
A couple of nights ago, a swarm of gruesome creatures emerged from beneath the city. They spread pestilence and destroyed everything they touched. Then at dawn, the other Darkspawn attacked. Warden Commander, it's too late. Amaranthine is lost.
Okay, that's a little bit defeatist. So the city still stands, it is not lost. Snap out of it. Those beasts are called the children. Yeah, okay. The city still stands, it is not yet lost, my friend.
The buildings might remain, but there will be few survivors so long after those creatures appeared. Their corruption is so virulent. At least a quarter of the city succumbed within the first day.
Constable, there is a Darkspawn approaching, alone.
Archers, take him down!
Peace. Do not be killing. Only talk. Architect has a message for Grey Warden.
Okay, yeah, what message?
The Mother's army. It marches to Vigil's Keep. She attacks now. The Architect, he sends me to warn you. You must save the Keep, then finish the Mother in her lair.
Okay. Yes. So why were you sent to warn us? Also, who's been attacking the city? Like, has the Mother been attacking the city as well, or is that the Architect? That's a bit unclear, isn't it?
The Architect wishes to have the Grey Warden's trust. He does not wish to see the Mother succeed.
If we leave now, we may be able to make it back to the Vigil in time to save it.
And what about the Darkspawn here?
Soon, they will go to Vigil's Keep as well. The Mother, she wants the Keep destroyed utterly.
The Darkspawn has a point. We cannot leave with this other army hot on our heels. The Constable says the city is lost. I say we destroy it, burn it, and all the Darkspawn within.
Okay. Now, this is interesting, because this is one of those moral choices that feels really grey, but the consequences of it aren't, and I kind of hate that, so I'm going to explain what I mean. So the very first time I played Awakening was with my canon Warden, who was not the first Warden that I ever played with. She's the second Warden that I played with, but she's the first Warden that I played Amaranthine with, you know what I mean. And the way that this choice is given to you is like, The city is pretty much lost. There's going to be hardly any survivors. Most of the ones who have survived are probably infected with the Darkspawn taint. If you leave and go to return to the Vigil, the Darkspawn are going to be on your back. If you burn the city, the Darkspawn are not going to be on your back because they're all going to be dead. However, if you go into the city to save the odd few that might have survived, you're basically splitting your army in two. There might not be enough left to defend the Vigil. You might lose the Vigil as well. So I made the choice, well, we'll burn the city, right? Which is still the choice that I stick by in my canon playthrough. And then go to the Vigil. In reality, if you have made all of the improvements to the castle, all of Dworkin's improvements, like building the walls and whatnot, you've got all the materials for him and everything, the Vigil will stand, and you can go into the city, right? Now, when you know that, as a player, when you know that because I've made all the improvements to the Vigil's going to stand, even if I don't go back, at that point it becomes an easy choice, because you may as well go in and save the people of Amaranthine, right? So that becomes like the good choice, but you have to know that there aren't going to be consequences, and the first time you play, you don't know that. And I have often said that in RPGs, I don't like it when there's a good, happy, brilliant option where everybody gets to live and everything's wonderful and you don't have to feel guilty about anything. I much prefer it when there's a genuinely hard choice to make, and one way or the other, you're going to feel crappy because something terrible is going to happen. Because once you know, like on your third, fourth playthrough, once you know what the good option is, and it's wonderful and everybody's going to live and be happy and love you for it, at that point, it's not a hard choice. And if it's not a hard choice, you don't get any kind of satisfaction out of it. But when there's no good option, that choice is going to be hard every single time you play the game. And hard choices is one of the joys of RPGs. But you will see on like the forums and on Reddit and everything like that, you will always see people saying that, oh, destroying the city is an evil thing to do. Only an evil person would do that. How can anybody live with themselves destroying the city? And you think it's because getting in the mind of your warden doesn't know that they're not giving up the Vigil if they save the city, right? If you're in the mind of your warden right now, Constance, as far as she is aware, if she saves the city, she might be giving up the Vigil. She might not be, it might be able to stand, but it might not, and she doesn't know. So that's what makes it a hard choice. But as the player, it's not a hard choice, because I know that the Vigil's going to stand. Do you kind of see what I'm getting at? But when you play other RPGs, there are certain RPGs, like, for example, The Witcher 3 does it really well, where often the resolution of certain quests, there really is not a good option. Whatever option you pick, something terrible is always going to happen, and it makes it always a difficult choice. And you always feel kind of guilty after making that choice. And it sort of sticks with you on every single playthrough. Whereas, like, in Dragon Age, where there's usually always a good... Not so much Dragon Age 2. I think Dragon Age 2 does the moral ambiguity a lot better. But in Origins, and certainly in Inquisition, there's always a good, happy, brilliant option. At that point, the game doesn't become morally conflicting anymore once you know what all the good outcomes are and how to get them. And you also have to consider there's if you were actually in this situation in real life, if it wasn't a video game and you were actually in this situation, there's also the fact that if you go into the city, you don't know if you'll be able to save it. At that point, you could lose both the city and the Vigil. So actually, really, logically, burning the city is actually the best option, and it's not a terrible, evil thing to do, it's a practical thing to do, from the point of view of a good commander. Now, after having given you all of that spiel, that little mini essay on the nature of RPGs, I've just said a good commander probably would burn the city and go back to the Vigil. Constance not necessarily a good commander. She's a little bit of an idealist. That's always how I've played her. As much as she's a blood mage and she's got all these dark sides to her, she's, a little bit of an idealist, and I don't think she would give up on the city. And as her and Garavel have now been staring at each other awkwardly for about 10 minutes, we're going to go, I'm not giving up on Amaranthine, and we are actually going to do the good option. But I just wanted to, give that little spiel, because it just really annoys me when people go, destroying the city is evil, only an evil one would do that, only an evil player would do it. It's like, no! It's a logical thing to do. Think about it. Put yourself in the situation. It's easy to say something's good or bad when you can see, like, the bigger picture. But, if you were actually in that situation, you can't see the bigger picture because you don't know what's going to happen. Yes, so Constance is not going to give up on Amaranthine.
Warden Commander, we have already lost Amaranthine. We can't lose the Vigil as well.
Right, I have faith in the fortress that I have built. It's a tough building, it can stand on its own. Very well we'll burn the city, or no, there may be people in the city, I won't abandon them. Yeah, let's just say that. Like I say, she's an idealist. And the trouble is, so often in RPGs, being an idealist gets you good results, which is not how it is in real life, and it just annoys me. I would love to play an RPG that punishes you for like being a good person. Just like if you do that sort of, no, we will not abandon the people in the city. Let's go into the city and save everybody. And you end up saving like three people. The city burns anyway, and you go back and find the Vigil's keep is in ruins. I would love that. I would love a game like that. If anybody knows of a game like that, tell me about it, because I need one. I need one in my life. Okay. Yes, no, there may be people in the city. I will not abandon them.
Commander, we can't save Amaranthine if it's already lost. We can still save the Vigil.
If we destroy this city, we're no better than the Darkspawn. The Commander is right. We have to try.
I don't want to see fire ravage these streets, but it may be our only chance.
Okay, you are speaking sense, Nathaniel, but no, I am a wonderful, amazing protagonist, and, you know, I'm capable of saving the world. So, what if there's a chance we could save someone, anyone? Yeah, again, but, like, you save one person. What if you lose the entire Vigil? And bearing in mind that Vigil's Keep holds what is left of the Ferelden Grey Wardens. Which isn't much, because it's like literally the few people that I've managed to scrape together. But even people like Mistress Wolsey and the Seneschal and stuff like that, I don't actually know if either of them are Grey Wardens or if they just work for the Grey Wardens. But either way, like, you can't... yes, let's just try and persuade them to do something that I don't agree with, but you know...
It would take a miracle. I will follow your lead, Commander.
No, no. If you stay, the Mother will get what she wants.
No, she won't. She won't. Don't worry. Oh! Fight with us and I will show you mercy. Yeah, let's try that.
I will go. I will do as the Grey Warden bids.
Amaranthine, then. The Darkspawn are never disorganized on their own. Something must be leading them. If we eliminate the Darkspawn leadership, we can go about finding survivors.
Good luck to you. And make her watch over us all.
I mean, we already know what's leading them. Have I not told Garavel what's leading them? Have I not kept everybody informed? Apparently I haven't. Okie dokie, head on into the city. There's a... Oh my god, there's a city guard being overwhelmed there. I feel like we're not going to save many people, you know. Is he already dead? Flippin' heck. These Darkspawn are actually going down really easily. Are they like really low level or something? They're going down in like one hit pretty much. Yeah, they're just going down in one hit. Also, we'll just quickly level Sigrun up with pretty much any old thing we want. There's absolutely nothing of any use. But you know, we may as well give her that level up. Oh, we've got an emissary. We have got an emissary. Okay, slap a bit of a paralyze on that emissary before he can do anything nasty. Put a bit of a petrify on him. Hit him with everything we have got. There we go. Yeah, he's going down really quick. Like, there just seems to be, just like, they just all seem to be really, really low level. Oh, I've just taken my bloody thing out of me. What's it? Yeah, I just took shock off me, ability slot things there. Okay, there we go. I want you to shock them. There we go. Yeah, they just, like, keel over. Now, I can understand when they make them all really low level, because there's, like, hundreds of them. There's some animated dead who are just... standing there doing nothing. Ah, we have an awkward situation here where he summoned that animated dead as he was dying, and now the animated dead is just stood there and we can't actually hurt him. Okay. Is that gonna... Yeah, we just can't damage him at all. Okay, that's interesting. What if I just walk away? What if I just make everybody just walk over here? Everybody get over here. Nope, everybody stop attacking that guy. I think there's an ogre. Let's go and attack this ogre. There we go. Everybody come and attack the ogre. There we go. Get the ogre down. Brilliant. Ogre is down. That animated dead is still on the map. There's something else apparently over here. I think they got it, whatever it was. And we have another emissary. Seems to be pretty much on his own, which is good. Where are all of my people? Are they back there? There we go. Making sure they're not going after that flipping skeleton that's just stood there. Like a numpty. Okay, good. That animated dead didn't interfere with anything. I was afraid that if we couldn't manage to kill him, like, the quest would just never complete. But no, apparently it's fine that he just, like, stands there completely still, doesn't, you know, attack anybody. That's fine. Maybe he'll become, like, just a permanent statue in the middle of the middle of the city. I might put that in a fan fiction. Yes, okay. What do you suggest we must prepare that before my might? What did he say? There was another army approaching. Yes, we must prepare.
Most of the survivors are taking refuge in the Chantry. The militia has set up a base of operations there. You can rest and resupply there. In the meantime, my men and I will search for more survivors.
Okie dokie, Anders has leveled up, that's good. I don't really feel like I need to rest and recuperate, to be honest with you. I mean, it wasn't that arduous of a battle, in all honesty. Let's just give him... Oh, what should we give him? Curse of Mortality, that might be quite useful to have. I'll probably forget he's got it and never actually use it, but you know. Also, apparently, we were all just sharing the same bed. At least that's what I take away from this. I mean, we're all standing in front of the same bed. You know. Apparently we're all just sharing the same bed. Yeah, like we're literally in a room, doors closed. Is there only one bed? There's only one bed. They could have given us a room with like at least 2 beds. Anyway, head out into the Chantry.
Warden Commander, come quickly. The Darkspawn are still breaking through.
Okay, the gate's not shut. Did you forget to shut the gate, love? Yes, calm down and explain.
The inn. They're coming from the inn somehow.
Oh, yes, there's a trapdoor, isn't there? There was like a smuggler's cavern or something, and there was a secret passageway up to the inn. I should probably have thought about that, actually. Okay, yes, so I'm headed there. You stay here.
May God bless you, Warden Commander.
Okay, but before we do that, there's just a little lock chest. See, Nathaniel, I knew that your skills would come in handy.
I'll take care of it.
And it's empty. You still got 40 XP for it, though, so I suppose can't it grumble? Oh, right! These guys all get their own beds. Uh-huh. Yeah, they can spare beds for all of this lot. Flippin' Warden Commander and the last remaining Grey Wardens in Ferelden. No, we don't get beds. We all have to share a bed. Okay, ooh, we've got a Herlock Guardian. That's new. Have we seen a Guardian before? I don't think we've seen a Guardian. I'm going to assume it means he's, like, big and scary. So we'll throw everything at him. Well, something just managed to simultaneously damage all of us at once, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it was that Herlock sniper. I tell you what, Anders, do a nice group heal. Group heal, there we go. And then I keep forgetting I've got group heal as well. And then the rest of us just gonna attack him, see if we can get a paralyze on him. Oh, 2 of my people are dead. How the hell has that happened? I don't know how that even happened. The sniper was paralyzed. Who the hell had managed to kill 2 of my... Okay, that's a bit... I think it must have been him, because look, there's arrows everywhere. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to put a bit of a death hex on him. I should get him down nice and quick. He is currently paralysed, so he cannot do out. There we go. Right. Are you 2 alright? Would you like to wake up? Would you like to wake up? Is there more things that I need to kill first? No, there we go. They're going to wake up. Brilliant. Okay. If you can activate your healing aura thing. Yeah, cleansing aura. That should heal up Nathaniel's injury. Okie dokie, so we have a tavern full of... ooh, we've got a disciple general. Ooh, okie dokie. So, I think everybody maybe go after him because he looks big and scary and he's got a massive axe. And I think if we maybe want to stick a paralyze on him, which he resisted, that's not nice. Stick a petrify on him. There we go. He is actually going down quite quick and he doesn't have that many allies. So... I'll stick a Curse of Mortality on him. Oh, he's running away. He's running away. What a little scaredy cat. Somebody did a fireball. That might have been Anders. Okay, I'm just going to do a bit of a group heal. Because, you know, we're getting a little bit overwhelmed here. I can't actually see what's going on. Let's see if I can zoom out a bit. Right, where's that general? I want to get him down. Alright, Anders, if you can heal Sigrun quickly. Apparently Anders can't heal Sigrun. Where is Anders? There he is. Why can't he heal Sigrun? Heal Sigrun. Heal her. That did absolutely nothing. What if we make her take a health bonus? There we go, that worked. Okay. Now, everybody, every single one of you, attack the disciple. Oh, Anders is nearly dead. Okay, take one of our 17 million health potions. Or don't, that works as well. Okay, we've nearly got him. We've nearly got him. There we go. Right, we've got the disciple down. Everybody else should just fall at this point. Okay, that's that lot down. I can see that we've got a few more in the back room. Just drop a quick save. Sneak through here, there we go. Are you just little ones? Oh, you're just little ones. Don't need to worry about you at all. Okay, so we've headed down into the tunnels. Ooh, that's a lot of red, isn't it? On the map up there. That's quite a lot of red, that. Is there one or two Darkspawn through here? Yes, and a trap that I didn't notice. Oh, there's a flipping magic person over there. He's a general, but he's also a magic person. I'm on the floor, which isn't good. So he's chain lightning us. Luckily, chain lightning isn't as scary as what it used to be because we're all so good at just like resisting everything. And as if you can... Where's your paralyze gone? Have you used it? Oh, you've used it, you bloody idiot. Okay, I tell you what, everybody, attack the general. Am I back on my feet yet? Yes, good. Right, Constance, stick a paralyze. What I love is that Anders has got his repulsion field on and everybody just keeps getting pushed back from him. It's kind of hilarious. Also, he's dying a little bit. I'm going to let you take a health potion. Anders, my dear, if you can get up fast enough. There we go. That disciple's already nearly dead, you know. Oh, like, we are just so insanely powerful. And down he goes. I think it was Sigrun that actually got the killing blow, which is nice. And then the rest of them are all just basic ones. Oh, and apparently there's guards who've come in to help us out. That's nice, isn't it? Ooh! That general had Flemeth's broomstick on him. Whatever that is meant to be. And it only gives you +10 to spell power and +10% nature damage. Like, that's really crap for something that is apparently Flemeth's broomstick. Elementalist's grasp is quite good, but not good enough. We'll take the money. We'll leave everything else. I don't know why I'm taking the money. It's not like I'm going to need it for anything, I don't think. Oh, we've got an ogre coming in. Are you like armoured ogre alpha? Well, you sound scary. You look scary, but you've got, oh my god, you've got like talent. Actually, you're really cool. Look at you with your little Roman helmet. Oh, you're adorable. Also, I think you're about to run me over, so I'm just going to slightly get out of your way. Is he going after Sigrun? Took one look at Sigrun and thought, yeah, this one's the threat. She's the terrifying one. And down he goes. Okay, now, Ogre, I'm going to slap Death Hex on him. I am going to throw everything at him, everything we've got. Anders is looking a bit... Oh, that's why Anders is looking a bit dead. I'll tell you what, I'll do a little group heal. That might help him out a bit. I'm not sure it's actually going to save him. No, it's not going to save him. Okay, well, that's fine. Petrify him. Trouble is, Anders is the one who generally keeps everybody alive. I'm actually going to put blood magic on. And use my blood control. See if we can do anything with that. I mean, it damaged him a bit. And actually, if we run away, and then we can use... Oh, Sigrun's dead. I wasn't expecting that. We could use Blood Wound. Did that do a lot of damage to him? I think it did quite a bit of damage to him. Nathaniel, if you could just use a health potion. But I mean, see, look, my health isn't... It's not even denting my health. But when you think about it, I've hardly put any points into Constitution at all through my leveling. So this is why I say Constitution is a lie. Okay, I'm going to put it... Oh dear, I was trying to paralyse him then. Oh, we'll see how good my Constitution really is. If I can survive this. I can survive flipping anything. Oh, I survived. Oh my god, take a health potion now. That did not... You know why that did nothing? It's because my Constitution's so bloody high. What's the most powerful health potion I've got? Superb. See what that does. Did a little bit. Also because my blood magic's on, isn't it? We'll turn my blood magic off. And then, there we go. That should help a lot. Okay. Right, we've almost got him, actually. Yeah, when your blood magic's on, healing effects are massively reduced. But I didn't actually need it on then. Okay, if we slap paralyze on him, we've nearly got him. Me and Nathaniel have got this, man. Oh, he's grabbing me again, but I mean, we've almost got him. We're so close. I'm sure Nathaniel can just like... One arrow, Nathaniel, that's all you need. There we go.
Commander, the Darkspawn are retreating.
Okay, I love how you can hear everybody cheering in the background. Right, yes, is the keep still standing?
We haven't heard much, but what we have heard is not good. The Architect's messenger has given us directions to the Mother's lair. We must pursue her.
I mean, I hope the vigil is still going to be standing. I think that I've done everything that I needed to do. If it ends up that we end up losing the keep... Do you know, if we lose the keep, that's fair enough. I did what Constance would do. Like I say, Constance is an idealist. Which is why she would want to try and save the city. And if it means that it costs her the keep, fair enough. Yes, okay. What about the Architect?
The messenger said the Architect also planned to kill the Mother. I do not know what to make of that.
Okay, well, yes, let's take the fight to the Mother.
Commander, what should we do with the messenger?
That's a good question. Let him go. Let's repay trust with trust.
It shall be as you say. Make her watch over you, Commander.
I haven't actually decided if... oh, that got me an achievement. Yeah, I haven't actually decided if I'm going to keep the Architect alive or not yet. I think we'll think about that when we get to it. Right. It's a nice Disciple General. Lamppost in winter. Oh my god. That's an Alistair reference, isn't it? Rapid fire, fire resistance, 12 spell power, 20% cold damage. I don't think we need that. Did the ogre drop anything? No, he didn't. What an arsehole. He also sort of like landed so he's floating in midair, which is interesting. Right, okay. Everybody's cheering. Yeah, there's people here I can sell stuff to and buy stuff from, but nothing I need. Everybody's cheering. I'm a wonderful person. Right, Lair of the Mother. Let's go and tackle her. I do not like how there is a skull and crossbones on the map where Vigil's Keep is supposed to be. Maybe I didn't do enough to save Vigil's Keep. Maybe I had to like complete all of Wade's quests or something. Also, this is nice dramatic music. Uh-huh. Oh, you can see the scar across the moon from here. Much better. Yeah, that is one of the planets from Mass Effect. Level Sigrun up. We're getting level ups very quickly at the minute, and I'm like not even paying the slightest bit of attention to what I'm putting them into. Also, this music is really, really determined that I should be freaked out right now. It's definitely trying to freak me out here, like a lot. Okie dokie, there is some Darkspawn. Also a lot of dragon corpses. This is like a dragon graveyard, isn't it? I remember something about this being a dragon graveyard from one of the DLCs. I think it might be Witch Hunt or something like that. You go to the dragon graveyard. Oh, there's Darkspawn fighting each other. Ha 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 ha. Yes, we apparently are fighting all of them. That's interesting. Okay, yes, yeah, so I think the Architect's lot and the Mother's lot are fighting each other here. Also, I can't get over this music. Listen to how over dramatic it is. I mean, it is a nice creepy dragon graveyard, isn't it? Look at that, oh, fire in the mouth and everything. In the mouth of the skull. Rib cages to walk through. It is very, very atmospheric. I do like it. It's very cool. Yeah, this is like a proper epic battle we've got going on here. There's flipping loads of them everywhere. There's another armoured ogre over there. Oh, Sigrun's been put in a Prussian prison. That means we've got a magic person somewhere. Where have we got a magic person? Are you up there? You're up there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can slap paralyze on him. Because having a mage just like picking at your party from the back is like really damaging. So we'll see if we can take out this emissary. Oh, I'm having my face eaten off. That's not very nice, is it? But look, it's hardly touching us. It is hardly touching us. And then Anders managed to heal us, which is nice. See if we can get rid of this emissary. I think the children are actually attacking the emissary, which is nice. Somebody launched a fireball. That was probably Anders. He has a habit of launching a fireball into the middle of fights just randomly. Okie dokie. And now I am the mage on the hill. Also, I've been plagued, which is a little bit problematic, but you know. Oh god, there's another emissary over there. I didn't even notice him. Also, the game's stuttering a little bit. I'm a little bit worried it might be about to crash. Let's just go and look over here where there's not that much going on. It's alright. Calm down, game. You can handle it. Drop a nice quick save. There we go. Oh, that's a nice group of Darkspawn just begging for a fireball over there. There we go. And then we can throw a bit of Awakened Nightmare in as well. Oh, flippin' heck, there's a dragon. Oh my god, there's an actual dragon. I was not expecting there to be an actual dragon. I mean, is the dragon on the side of the Darkspawn? Or is the dragon just having a barney with everybody? I don't know, but, okay, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I think we ignore the Darkspawn and we attack the dragon. Okay, so can we put a bit of a paralyze on the dragon? I mean, paralyzing didn't work. Is petrifying gonna work? I'm gonna guess it's not. No, it's not gonna work either. Actually, it's going down surprisingly quick. Also, this random child hatching has decided, you know what, fuck that dragon, I'm gonna go and have a barney with these guys instead. Also, we've lost Sigrun. I have a feeling Sigrun probably ran up to the dragon and stabbed it in the eye or something like that. That seems like a Sigrun kind of thing to do. Okay, so the dragon is currently distracted fighting them. Unfortunately, I feel like they're not going to last much longer. Also, this is another Chelder hatching who's just decided to come and attack us instead of the dragon. I mean, what is wrong with you, mate? It's a dragon! And now we're all on fire. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. I love being on fire. Right, Death X. Put a Death X on it. We're doing surprisingly well, you know. I think mostly helped by the fact that it's distracted by the Darkspawn, but the last Darkspawn just died and it just jumped to face us. That was nice and dramatic and terrifying. Okay, I'm keeping my hand hovered over group heal because I think we're going to need it, in fact. Throw a nice group heal in there. Oh, we've just been pulled in. That's nice. Yeah, this dragon is actually struggling to do too much to us at all, to be honest. We're all so incredibly amazing. I'll let Anders take a health potion. Oh, we're so close, we're so close. My people are dying left, right and centre. I think it might end up being just me. Yeah, we've lost Nathaniel. Okay, but look, we've almost got him. We've, like, almost got him. We're so close. I think I might actually be about to die. Anders, can you do a quick group heal? See if you can try and save me. Have we got him? We've got him. Okay. So, that was the dragon. Where's Sigrun? There she is. And that dragon had nothing on it except a potent stamina draft. Wow. Dragon doesn't get you much these days, does it? But killing a dragon used to be quite a big deal, not so much now. Right, area unlocked. Drake's Fall. That's nice and eerie. Nice eerie name for a nice eerie place. And we have lots of red dots. Oh, we're fighting on a staircase. Oh, this is cool, man. Oh, I love a big spiral staircase. That's awesome. Right, also, you're at Alpha. Alphas don't even have coloured names anymore. That's how rubbish they are. And we have got something that can use magic. So, if we just put a bit of a paralyze on him. He resisted my paralyze. That is not good. Okay, what about petrify? Petrify work. That's good. I'm just going to give it a bit of a group heal because he did manage to get chain lightning off. Although chain lightning is not nearly as scary as what it used to be. We've got another armoured ogre over there. Yeah, this stuff just doesn't even bother us anymore. Like, oh, armoured ogre, yeah, whatever. Don't even notice, do you? See if I can get a bit of a paralyze off on him. There we go. And down he goes. Okie dokie. So, that's about everybody. We've got a way to go over there. And what's over here? That's not a way to go. Ooh, we've got a flesh pod. How delightful. Flesh pod has a crystal in it. Sure, we'll take the crystal. Why not? Also, sockets. Ha! I've put this crystal in the sockets. Okay. Okay, so I need one more. There's another flesh pod down there I can see. I can also see red things on the map, however. Yeah, there's a disciple. And there's another crystal. Okay. Ignore them for a second because I want to know what the crystals do. Yeah, we just pop that other crystal in there.
I shall do it.
It's made a thing. Interesting. What does the thing do? I don't know what the thing does. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Well, this disciple had another crystal on him, so maybe there's more.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
Okay, yep, so explain yourself now.
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
Misunderstanding? Is that what you call it?
I sent the Withered to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
Okay, right, yes. So, let's stay rational and calm. What did you want our help for?
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
Oh, I kind of don't like this, because he's right creepy and he's really immoral, but that's because he's coming from a different point of view. Like, he's immoral from, like, a human standpoint, but he doesn't really... He's one of those, like, bad guys who doesn't realise he's the bad guy, you know what I mean? But then it's very morally ambiguous. You can't really tell if he actually is the bad guy or not. But I would highly recommend reading The Calling, which is one of the books. It's the book that introduces him and introduces Uther, and it has Duncan in it, and it has Fiona, Alistair's mother, in it. It's a very, very good book, and that one's quite morally ambiguous as well. Yes, okay, so why do you need Warden blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
I like my blood where it is, in my veins.
Okay, the game's got a bit weird, but apparently it's letting me continue the conversation. Okay, so yeah, how did the Darkspawn change if the game's actually going to work?
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak, they act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
This reeks of stupid. The last thing we need is more Darkspawn thinking for themselves.
Darkspawn or no, he has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
Help me kill the Mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
Okay. Now this is interesting, because what he says there is some of them are flawed, and they rage against him, right? But what he's done is he's taken mindless drones, and he's given them free will and thought and consciousness, and what he is now dealing with are actual, like, people with personalities and feelings and thoughts. And when you have people with personalities and feelings and thoughts, some of them are always going to be horrible, some of them are going to be evil, some of them are going to be violent. That's just the way it is, and he's describing that as them being flawed. And I mean, yes, she does need to be defeated, but it's not like his experiment didn't work. He has made her her own person. It just so happens to be that the person that she is kind of, you know, murderous and violent and wants to go back to being what she was before. But he gave her free will, so she's going to want what she wants. You know, you can't make every single one that he changes want to have been changed, because he's given them free will. And that's just, that seems to be the thing that he can't quite understand. And that, I think, is the thing that makes him more of a villain than a good guy. Yes, but let's carry on asking. Yes, how did you become freed? That's a very good question.
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Okay, yes, so has it occurred to you that maybe the Darkspawn don't want to be free?
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
Yes, but you see, this is the thing. But you've given some of them that choice, and they're choosing to not be like they're choosing that they want to go back to what they were before, and you're killing them for it. Oh, he's such a weird, complicated character to try and figure out. Right, okay, so tell me about the mother.
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
Oh dear. Oh, and the Grey Warden blood thing muddies the waters even more, doesn't it? Because you could say, alright, yes, I will help you defeat the mother, and then I'll let you go on with your experiments. You know, he walks off into the deep roads. Hopefully you never see him again. But the fact that he needs Grey Warden blood means he's going to be hunting Grey Wardens, isn't he? You know, why wouldn't he be? Okay, yeah. Let's say that stealing blood from Wardens is perverse.
I thought it little different from your order's use of Darkspawn blood. We both do what we must in response to the Blight. The first blood came from Uther, freely given. She was a Grey Warden, as you are, and joined us many years ago.
Oh, which way are we gonna go? Which way are we gonna go? I want his help defeating the mother. I mean, Constance's playthrough is meant to be quite a dark playthrough. Where, you know, it's not because she's a dark character, but she creates a dark world. Like, she's released a lot of demons and whatnot. Thing is, because he's never yet turned up again, like, he hasn't turned up in Dragon Age 2, he hasn't turned up in Inquisition, he's, like, hardly been mentioned again, really. We still don't know whether letting him go is a good thing or a bad thing, because we've not really seen any consequences for either choice. And this is what I mean by knowing which the moral choice is easy when you know the consequences, but when you don't know the consequences, you don't always know which way to go, and we still don't know the consequences for this, so it's still a difficult choice. Yeah, okay, sure, I will help you defeat the mother.
What if he's wrong? What if this doesn't stop the Blight, but makes something worse?
No! No! This is a monster! I can't let you do this!
Oh, is Sigrun going to attack me? Let's see if we can persuade her into, I don't know, not attacking me.
I do, but... I hope you know what you're doing.
Thank you, Commander. I realize what a leap of faith this is for you. I hope that I prove worthy of your trust. The mother lies ahead, Warden. I cannot approach her physically. Her children protect her from my power. But when you reach her, I will do whatever I can to help you. You have my promise.
And then he disappeared into dust. Yes. I actually thought Sigrun was going to flip and turn on me then for a minute. Right, okay. We've got more of these sockets that we need to fill, so I need to find 3 more crystals. The music's gone nice and dramatic again. Very, very dramatic, this old music. God, these adult childers really freak me out because they've got like, look, they've got like knifey talon type things and they do this attack and it makes like knife noises. It's really friggin' creepy, I don't like it. Makes me think of, what's his name, Edward Scissorhands. God, I hate that film. That is such a creepy, weird, horrible film. And I usually like creepy and weird, but I don't like that creepy and weird. That's just, I freaking hate that film. We used to watch it in school for some reason. It's like an end-of-term treat. We would watch Edward Scissorhands. It's like, of all the friggin' films in the world. Really? Anyway, we found the last crystal. It was an armoured ogre there as well. Oh, we had some money on him. That's good. Something's attacking us. Right, okie dokie. Pop the last crystal in. And yes, that's another thing. Brilliant. Marvellous. I don't know what they're doing. I'm going to assume it's good. Okay, so I've got to the 3rd and presumably final one. So if we put that in there. I think it's opened up all of these for us. So these are things that we'll be able to call up. And the Architect's Pyre is presumably there because of the Architect. So we've got the Tower of Trauma. This long dormant Tevinter artifact is capable of stunning all creatures in an area. Tower of Flame. This ancient Tevinter monument, now reactivated, can blast a single target with fire. Tower of Healing. This rediscovered Tevinter relic offers the power to heal allies. That's presumably like a group heal. And then the Architect's Pyre. The Architect, now an ally, can summon a potentially a powerful Inferno to scorch a targeted area. Friendly fire possible. That doesn't even sound like it's going to be that useful, you know. If there's friendly fire possible. Okay. So with the music getting even more and more dramatic, let's head into the nest. Oh, there she is. This might be a bit difficult because I have to like sort of smudge her out, don't I? Because she's a little bit not safe for work, isn't she?
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
Okie dokie. None of those options are good, but the Architect intends to free the Darkspawn. I trust him. I wouldn't say I trust him. What's done is done. The mother is a horror and must die. That's a bit harsh. Even if she were not mad, the mother would still be disgusting. I mean, that's true, but it's not a very tactful thing to say. Okay, let's just say that we trust the Architect, even though that we don't really.
But perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
We should never have trusted any Darkspawn.
Ah, there it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Well, all of the people who died in the war were a little more than unlucky, weren't they? Yes, did you even think about what might happen?
Is it not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done, in the name of combating the Blight? The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! Any more than you already have. And now the hero is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Yeah, her face opens as well if she wasn't terrifying enough. Okay. So, we're going to be attacked by the children and then we've got that thing to deal with. Right, okie dokie. So, I think if we all throw everything that we've got at her, I'm going to try and paralyze her. I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, she's got tentacles as well, which is flipping irritating. Let's just see if she can take a stone fist to the face. She can, of course she can. I don't think we'll be able to, like, petrify her or anything. Anders, I'm going to let you put a bit of a group heal on whenever you get back on your feet. Nathaniel, I think I'm going to let him take a bit of a health potion. I think the tentacles are going to be a problem, you know. Yeah, because they just keep knocking us over. Just keep knocking us over. I literally can't stand up because every time I stand up I just get knocked over by another tentacle. I am boxed in here. Right, okay. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Right, so we've got no actual Darkspawn, have we? Just got tentacles. Okay, nobody attack the tentacles. There's no point in attacking the tentacles. Right, attack her. Avoid the tentacles. Attack the mother. Right, Sigrun, you take yourself a little health potion. That's a greater health potion. Just take a normal health potion. Okay, I'm going to use the fire thing to attack her. I don't know if that's doing Sigrun much good, to be honest. She doesn't actually seem to be too bothered by it. I don't know if it's even doing anything to the mother, really. I'm just waiting. I'm assuming that at some point a load of Darkspawn are going to come in. This is feeling a little bit easy at the minute. I'm just waiting for the hordes to descend. Oh, she's spitting green venom. That's nice. Oh, Sigrun's looking a bit ill. I'll tell you what, if we do the Tower of Healing, heal everybody up. Just because Sigrun was literally about to die, and I don't think we can afford anybody to die. Oh my god, there's a lot of tentacles, there's a lot of tentacles, there's a lot of tentacles. Anders, do a group heal if you're able. I don't think you are able. Maybe I'll do a group heal. Nice group heal, keep everybody alive. Right, everybody attack her. She's down to less than half health, man. I mean, I'm waiting for the Darkspawn to come running in to defend their mistress. Oh, it's because I've been glyphed. I'm unable to cast spells. Right, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need magic. It's not like I'm a mage who relies on it or anything like that. Gonna let everybody take a bit of a health potion. Just heal themselves up. Okay, we have almost got her, you know. And that was that. Quite anticlimactic, really, wasn't it? You can hear the nice disturbing sound effects in the background. After the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the deep roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. This is where we're going to find out if the Vigil survived or not. I wish you had a bit at the end where you get to go back and, like, see everybody. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens in other nations were appalled to hear of the architect's continued existence. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. But then again, you see, that's another decision that's a bit ambiguous, because you might just have been saying that to get him to help you defeat the mother. You might just have been saying, oh yeah, you know, I trust you and all of that, and have then been planning to kill him as well, but you never got the chance, you know. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another blight, and yet the deep roads have lately been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hands. Word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of the losses of Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year, Vigil's Keep in 5. Because of the Warden's support for law and order in Amaranthine, Constable Aiden and his men were able to distribute the smugglers' goods to the battered survivors in the grueling days that followed the Darkspawn defeat. The Darkspawn messenger, set free after joining the Wardens in the Battle of Amaranthine, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travellers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of Darkspawn disease emerged. No one connected the two. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, that was my bad. The war devastated the farmholds of the Arling, but the land survived. In time, opportunity would attract settlers from other regions, as always. Vigil's Keep stood alone against a horde of Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over, but the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. The Vigil soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen Darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held one night, then two, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The Keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalised in song and legend. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge the threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldric, yes, him, stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defences were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Some nobles claimed the Grey Wardens were involved in Ban Esmeralda's disappearance on the eve of the final battle. That was the conspiracy thing that you never got to see because it was in amongst all of the bits that didn't get put... You know what I'm talking about. Dark whispers hint that a conspiracy to oust the Wardens from Amaranthine is still afoot. Dworkin further refined his lyrium sand explosives but left the Warden's employ after Qunari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. That should be a friggin' DLC, that should. The Vigil soldiers, wearing the distinctive silverite armour that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, the lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. With Valana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between neighbouring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. For crying out loud. Guys! Look, I am trying to keep peace in the land here and you're not helping. The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. It's a never-ending flipping battle. Right, a few years after Kal Herol was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Tig. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Kal Herol was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost of dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Herol of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kal Herol was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all, something that will be completely forgotten in the next games, but never mind, we know about it. We know about it. As promised, Voldric and Dworkin presented Orzammar's shaperate with a stone marker that told of how Kal Herol's castles had taken up arms against the Darkspawn. The commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honour at a feast commemorating the defenders of Kal Herol. The Shaper read the names of the castlers off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone as befitted warriors of their stature. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. There is, however, a giant ghost dragon that I never went back and killed, but never mind. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied. Once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages, but when the Circle Tower called upon him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the Warden of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over, and he went to Kirkwall. But we don't know about that yet. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order. No, he didn't. Ever after the Warden's way is home and his lasting companions. No, they weren't. Ignore that bit. When the walls of Vigil's Keep were breached, the surviving defenders watched in horror as a section of stone collapsed upon Valana. When the rubble was later cleared, however, there was no body. Valana was just gone. Over the next years, Nathaniel dedicated himself to the Order and to clearing the blemishes on his family's name. After saving Tern Fergus Goosland from a bandit attack, a portion of Amaranthine was returned to the house. Nathaniel passed the holding to Delilah's son, and when a new castle was eventually built, there was a statue of Nathaniel erected in its courtyard. Justice fought valiantly at the battles of Vigil's Keep, but before the victory horn sounded, a Darkspawn sword removed Kristoff's head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At least Kristoff's wife, Aura, was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. Yes, well... yes. Yeah, we all know how Justice's story ends. With the mother dead, Sigrun seemed to lose her purpose. She withdrew from her friends in the Order and spoke to them less and less each day. One morning, Sigrun was simply absent. Her bed made and her trunk emptied. A young recruit who had been up in the night said she had left for her calling, gone to finish what she started in Kal Herol. Oh, that's sad. I wonder if her story ends differently if you don't keep the Architect alive. Because she definitely wasn't happy about it, was she? At Vigil's Keep, Ogren rallied a last-minute defence of the gate, taking on 2 ogres simultaneously to allow others to regain the courtyard. He eventually passed out from blood loss. When he awoke later, nobody was more than surprised than he to discover that he had been credited as a hero. Yay, Ogren! Ogren continued to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess both in battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. Felsi returned to Vigil's Keep several times to see Ogren, usually bringing their toddler as well. Ogren's inability to act seriously wore on her, however, and her visits dwindled, then stopped altogether. If Ogren missed her or his child, he never showed it. As for the saviour of Ferelden, she did not remain as commander of the Grey for long. Yes, she did! I hate it when they tell me what happened to my character, like she's my character, alright? She will have stayed commander of the Grey for as long as she flippin' felt like. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern. The blight was well and truly over. It was time for her to move on. Some claim she returned to Alistair, her true love. Oh, I forgot that she'd romanced Alistair, didn't she? And a life far away from both Ferelden and the royal court. Some say that she served the Grey Wardens elsewhere, Alistair at her side, or that the two of them were seen often at the palace in Denerim. I didn't make him king, did I? No, I think he's still a Grey Warden, and Honora is queen. Yeah, because I wanted like an Alistair romance that ends happily, because my canon Warden romances Alistair, but then he dies killing the Archdemon, so it's not really a happy ending. But if he remains a Grey Warden, then they can, go off and be together and everything like that. After a number of years, however, neither she nor Alistair was seen again. Perhaps they undertook some mission on behalf of the Grey Wardens, or departed for their own adventures, or simply disappeared. Most assume their tale is far from complete. Ooh, yes, there will be many, many fan fictions told about them. Is that it? Are we done? Yes, that's it. We're done. We've unlocked the achievement, Awakening, which is good. That's actually a step forward in the Dragon Age project. Yeah, we're done. Finally. It's been too long. It's been too long, considering this has only been, what, is it 6 parts or 7 or something like that? I don't know. But, yeah, we've finally done it. We've completed Awakening. So, Constance's story is finally at an end. I've decided I'm not going to do any of the other DLCs with Constance. She's not going to meet up with Morrigan in Witch Hunt or anything like that. I will do videos on those DLCs, but with different characters. I am about halfway through the next complete playthrough for the Dragon Age project, which is with a common dwarf rogue. There may be a few videos with her. Actually, I've done one, haven't I? I think I did the Kakari Wilds one with her, with Dorabella. There will probably be a few videos with her as I go along. Other than that, I'm going to bugger off now and eat a lot of chocolate, because it is Easter when I am recording this. So you'll know how long it took me to get around to actually editing it, because it is currently Easter Sunday now. So if it's like 3 weeks from Easter Sunday by the time you're actually seeing this, you'll know it took me a while to get around to it. But other than that, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to leave you. I actually waved when I said goodbye then. I hope you appreciate that.